Hey, hi, welcome to today's class. Today we're going to do a little bit of fascia flossing. Our fascia comprises a few different elements, including collagen and elastin fibers, ground substance, as well as water and cells. And your fascia can either be quite rigid and stiff and stable, or for some people it's more fluid, adaptable, looser. And we're all trying to get to that place where we're feeling nice and hydrated. And so we're going to do a little bit of movement and see if we can make that happen for ourselves. So standing into your 2 feet, I just want you to flutter your eyes closed and just feel your head, ribs, pelvis, feet, knees, all stacked. Breathing, noticing where you're at to start. And then I want you to start to rock forward and back. And as you rock forward and back, I want you to stay as grounded as you can in your feet. And what we're doing right now is we're rocking between our front and back fascial lines. So if we stay rocked forward, we're tapping into the back line of our body to help us from falling over. And that goes from the bottoms of our feet up through our ankles, through our calves, backs of knees, up through the hamstrings to the pelvis and sacrum, up through each side of your spine, up through the neck, over the head and scalp fascia and to your eyebrows. So that is your back body, keeping you from tipping over. As I shift back in space, you might feel a little bit of connection in the front of your body. Your front line goes from the tops of your feet up through your ankles, through your shins, up through your quads and thighs to the front of the hips, and then continues on from the pubic bone up through the front of the body, through the chest, sternum, and up to the sides of the head. So playing with those two extremes and trying to find where you feel balance between your front and back body. And then just finding stillness there. And then shifting side to side. As we go side to side, we're tapping into our lateral lines, which go from the bottom of the feet again, up through the sides of your calves, the sides of the knees, through your nice, thick, dense IT bands to the sides of the pelvis, through your oblique muscles, through your armpits, and up the sides of the neck and to the sides of the head. So when we're doing side body work, think about including your pelvis and your head and neck as well, not just the rib cage. And then coming to stillness between that, and then just doing a little bit of circling, spiraling. Feel your balance. Notice if it's challenging in any certain points of your circle. As you breathe, going one way and then going the other. So your spiral line combines all of your other fascial lines. So a lot of cross-body connections happening. As we breathe, spiral, spiral, and then finding stillness where you feel as balanced as you could be between your front, back, side, and spiral lines. From here, we're just going to stand into our feet, start to lift the ears and nod through the head as you roll down off an imaginary wall. And I want you to think of curling your head into yourself. So you're really lengthening the back line of your body as you roll down, staying balanced and heavy through your heels. As you roll down towards the mat. And then when you're ready, gently dropping your tailbone towards your heels and starting to move your pelvis around your thigh bones as you come back up. Thinking about the back line of your body. How long can it be as you roll up to tall? Good. Challenging yourself now. We are going to do a little bit of arm circling. I'm going to rise my arms up as I inhale. Exhale to lower them down. So as we move our arms, we're feeling a little bit of connection into our spine. We're feeling the stability. We're using our breath. Good. This time I'm going to arc my arms up and I'm going to cross them in front as I bounce my knees once, bounce my knees twice, lift my arms up. And again, bounce, bounce, and lift. So you're breathing and we're just giving a little bit of bounce and spring elasticity to our joints, muscles, fascia. Good. Breathing, noticing which arm wants to go in front. Can you alternate? That's it. One more time. Good. And then from the top, letting those arms roll down all the way to your sides. Little roll of the shoulders on the back. Good. From here, we're inhaling to rise the arms up. Exhale, arms to collarbone height. Inhale, rise your left arm. Right arm goes down by your side. Really reach with this left arm. So we're nice and long through our side. Notice what your head wants to do. Let your head go with you. Breathe. Think of your pelvis. Expose your sitting bones a little bit. And then I want you to go into a deeper side bend. Your right hand's going to slide down your leg a little bit. Inhaling, we go over even more. Exhale, resist coming out of it. So really expanding and opening our side body. 2 more. Up and over. Fanning open those ribs, reaching with that arm. Good. And then staying in that side bend, I'm going to flip my right palm. I'm going to shift my hips to the left as I float my arm up. Exhale back to center. Inhale, shift and lift. And exhale back. Good. So imagine that you're resisting something with your arm, like you're resisting some water perhaps. Breathing as you shift your hip. Good. Floating that arm. And then coming to center, that lifted arm is going to do a swing. As you breathe, keep in that side bend. Good. And then from the back, my hand's going to scoop down and up and take me into a little counter stretch. Good. Lowering the arm down. We're going to go into the other side. Inhaling to rise the arms up. Exhale the collarbone height. Inhale, rise the right arm, left arm goes by your side. Letting your head be a part of the situation. Reaching with that arm. Fanning open your lateral line, your side body. Good. And then when you're ready, we're going to inhale. Kind of go up and over to slide that hand down. Exhale back up. Inhaling. Taking that side bend even deeper. Good. Last one. And then coming back up, we're flipping our palm. Inhale, shift the hips, lift the arm. Exhale back to center. Good. Notice the difference between your sides. Feel that stability in your feet into the ground. Good. 2 more. Feels so good. Last one. And then coming back to center and letting that top arm swing. Good. Breathing. Lovely. And then from the back, our arm is going to scoop down and up to take us over into a counter stretch. And then rolling back up, lower the arm. Roll through your shoulders a little bit. Good. From here, we're going to come to the back end of the mat. And we're going to go into a roll down and notice if our roll down is different from when we started. So when you're ready, lengthening through the neck. We're going to start to nod through the head. Thinking about maybe the front of the body this time, hollowing it out. Feeling action and life force in the front of the body as we roll down. Placing the hands down and walking our hands forward to find an inverted V position or a downward dog. Walk through your feet a little bit here. As you breathe, push the mat away. That's it. And then standing into those feet, push with the hands. I want you to find a little bit of connection in the front of your body. And I want you to bend your knees down towards the mat. And then straighten the legs. You could inhale down, exhale up. So if you've done any classical Pilates or reformer knee stretches, similar knee stretch feeling here. Good, one more time. Down and up. From here, I want you to find a little curl of the tailbone between your legs
as you start to roll through your spine, coming forward into like a plank shape. Push the mat away with the hands as you hinge back into your downward dog. And again, pelvis curls, we roll forward. Keep connection in the front of the body. Push the mat away with the hands to press back. One more time. Rolling. Imagine yourself like an inchworm as you roll forward. Find that strength in the back body, front body. Press back. Good. This time we're going to bend our knees to the mat. Straighten them. And then roll through the pelvis. And then press back. So making it a combo move. Knees come down. Knees come up. Pelvis rolls to bring you forward. 2 more. If it's feeling like, oh my God, this is so much work in my wrists, think about pushing the mat away and trying to take the work into the back of the shoulder. Last time to roll all the way forward. Breathe and lower your knees down. Untuck your toes. Press back into a little child's pose here. Breathing. You could lift up onto your fingertips here and walk your hands to one side of the mat. Breathing into that side body as you drape your pelvis down. And then walking your hands to the other side. Fanning open the other side. Good. And then when you're ready, coming back to center, coming back onto your hands and knees. Hands are underneath your shoulders. Press into the tops of the feet. Inhale, extend your spine. Exhale, curl your tail, rounding your back. Inhale, unfurl from pelvis to head. So there's a play between the front and back body. Exhale, pelvis rolls around the thigh bones to get you into your round shape. Inhale to extend. This time we're going to exhale, round your spine. Stay round and shift your pelvis back about halfway. So we're not sitting on our heels, but we're close. And then start to unfurl from pelvis to head and shift that weight forward over the hands again. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round. Keep exhaling as you shift back into your round shape. Inhale, unfurl forward. Exhale onto your hands and knees. One more time. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round. Stay round, shift back. Inhale, unfurl. And exhale over those hands. Good. Keeping a little bit of connection in our front, so we're not dropping our front, but keeping it alive. We're wagging our tail from side to side. Good. Just feeling that side body stretch a little bit. Good. And then coming back to center, I'm just going to move my mic for a sec. And I want you to come down onto your forearms. So right now I have my right arm away from me. My left arm is closer. I could either just hang out like this, or I'm going to reach my left arm past my right arm on the floor and go into a spiral or a twist, like thread the needle. Breathing in this rotation. If this isn't available to you, you could be seated with your arms crossed in front of you and doing a seated twist. Breathing, fanning open those ribs. And then coming back to center, switching the arms. So now my right arm's coming closer to me, and my left arm is further away. I'm reaching that right arm past as I go into a twist. Breathing, fanning open the ribs, thinking about that back body expanding. That's it. Creating freedom and strength and flexibility in that rib cage. Good. And then coming back to center. Very nice. We're going to bring our right foot in front of us now. So I've got my legs in about like a 90-90 position.
My hands can be framing my front foot. And I'm going to shift my weight forward and then shift it back. And as I shift forward and back, I'm more interested on the back motion rather than how far forward I can go. I'm challenging myself to lift my arch and keep my toes anchored on the mat. And I'm thinking about expanding my sitting bones. Reach those puppies back. Good, feeling that play between our quads getting a stretch and our hamstrings getting a stretch. Good. This time I'm staying back with my pelvis. Shift your foot forward a little bit and flex your ankle. And then you are rotating that leg side to side. Not from the foot ankle, but from the thigh bone in the hip socket. As you breathe, keep lengthening the sitting bones back. Notice what's happening in your leg, even up into your spine. And then grounding that foot down, we shift forward and back again. Good. And then starting to slow that motion down to roll yourself up to tall. Shift your foot back under you a little bit so we're in a more of a 90-90. I'm going to bring my left hand in front of my left armpit. My right arm is going to go behind me. That's actually not even true at all. Oh my God. Here's what's going to happen. My left hand's going on the outside of my right knee. Wow, that was weird. My right hand's going in front of my right armpit. That's what's happening. My front's not expanding out. It's connecting in. And I'm dropping my right sitting bone. Okay, we've got it sorted. When you're ready, you're inhaling to twist. Look at your back elbow. Exhale back to center. So we're not fanning out into twist because that's going to crunch. We're staying connected in our front, spiraling within ourselves. Inhale to twist. Exhale back. Notice if your arm is doing any weird bends. Try and keep a nice long arm. One more time. Good. From here, this front arm is going to swing back. My pelvis moves on my thigh bone, and then I swing it forward. I'm keeping some tone and connection in the front of my abdomen. I'm taking my eyes with me if it feels safe to do so. And then I am going to swing myself back, place my hands down, and swing my back foot. So now it's behind me. I'm in a side lunge. Depending on the flexibility in your hip, you might have to bring your foot further forward. Trying to find some outer hip connection here. There's a little curl of the tail to find this organization. We're going to feel some inner thigh here. We're leaning into it and then push the mat away to come back up. Don't go your full range. Just go just before end range and then push to come back up. So we kind of lean into it and then recoil like a spring. We stretch the spring, we bring it back. That's it. One more time. Down and push. Good. From here, this knee that's lifted, we're going to bring it down. So that was a down and then parallel. And then we're just going to place our hands down and do a little bit of cat just to balance our sides, and then we'll do the other side. So pressing into your hands and knees and shins, inhaling in extension, exhaling to round the back. Inhale, unfurl. Exhale, round. Good. Two more. Letting your eyes and head go with you. Exhale. Last one. Good. Finding that round shape. I was here before with my leg out. So my right knee was pointing to the front end of my mat. And now I'm going to swing my back foot and kind of shimmy it over so I'm more in that 90-90 like I was at the beginning. And we're going to switch legs. So now my right leg comes under, my left leg comes in front. And then when you're ready, you're shifting forward and back. So again, being interested on the backwards motion, lengthen that hamstring fascia, back line of your body. Good, as you breathe. Feeling that play between the front and the back of your body. Good. And then staying back, I shift my foot forward a little bit, flex my ankle so I have a nice ankle crease. And then instead of moving from the ankle, I'm moving from the thigh and the hip as I rotate. Breathing, staying long in my neck and my spine. As I breathe, strumming those tendons. Good. And then lowering that foot down. I'm going forward and back. As I breathe, just kind of rejuicing it up after that nice little fibering, cross fibering. And then slowing it down to roll myself up to tall. Shift my foot so I'm more in that 90-90. Here we go. I'm going to get it right this time. We're going to lift those arms up. I'm going to twist and place my right hand on the outside of my left knee. My left hand's in front of my left shoulder, and I'm dropping my left hip down. Left, left, left. When you're ready, you inhale to twist, look at your back elbow. Exhale forward. Keep dropping down through that left pelvic half. So we're not hiking one hip. That's it. One more time. Keeping connection in the front of the body. And now I center myself. I let go. I'm going to let my right arm swing behind me. My pelvis moves on my stable left thigh bone. My eyes can go with me if that feels safe to do so. If you've got the balance. Good. Feeling that spiral line action. One more time to go. Place the hands down and pivot that back foot. So now we're in this side lunge. I'll show you the back side. I'm going into it, and then I push the mat away to come back up. Notice what your knee wants to do on the left side. Does it want to wobble inwards? Can you find some life in the side of your hip so you can rebound yourself back up with control? One more time. And then coming back to center, we're going to knock that knee down and parallel, or just do what you need to do to come forward and place your hands in front of you. Shift your knees back a little bit. Tuck your toes. Sit your pelvis back towards your heels. Lift your knees and find yourself in your downward facing dog again. Breathing here. Pushing that mat away, walking through your feet, if that feels good for you. And then when you're ready, we're going to walk our feet towards our hands and start to really tumble our head inside of ourselves. Drop our tailbone towards our heels as we start to roll this shape back up to tall. Articulating as best you can to come up. And we're going to finish with some arm pendulums and energy swings just to really ground it off. So when you're ready, we are going to do our bounce, bounce, arm lift, bounce, bounce, lift. Breathing as you go. You can either just do this. This is feeling good for you. Or you can do the energy swing from the side where I go down, bounce, bounce, and lift into a high V. Bounce, bounce, lift. Bounce, bounce, lift. If you wanted to combo it, you can go into your energy swing, into your arm swing. That's it. Good. Last one. Good. Lowering your arms down. Hopefully we're feeling some good, springy, bouncy movement in our body. We're feeling more energy, circulation, oxygenation, and hydration to our tissues. Make sure to drink some water after this, and I look forward to seeing you on the mat again soon.